Hello and welcome to Camper Blastoff. We've got plenty of topics to debate today, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into these debates. The first debate we've got is MJ versus LeBron. Who's better? Which one of you guys would like to start off first with your opinion? All right, we'll start.
So I think that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James. He has more rings, even though LeBron James did break his 866 game streak of having 10 or more points. I think Michael Jordan just has the better franchise. He's a lot like he controls his temper a lot better. He's like a machine. He's very talented. I mean, LeBron is kind of the same, but MJ's just like that teeny little percentage better than him. So yeah.
All right, Alex. Now your debate.
I mean, if you're saying that that MJ has more rings, then if you're going it only by rings, then shouldn't Bill Russell be number one? But it's not about rings. I mean, rings are like a big factor, but he still has won things. Not to mention, in a one-on-one, I would say that LeBron James would easily beat Michael Jordan. Like there'd be no doubt about it. Because he's a much more physical player, be able to grab rebounds, much better driver, and even a better shooter now with his age. He's progressed into a better shooter.
Nathan, do you have anything to respond to that with?
He makes very good points, but I still am not going to agree with him. I'm going to stick with my gut and say MJ is better because he has so much talent. And when you watch his like a highlight video, you see so many good plays that he's made. And yeah, even though LeBron has made it to the finals 8 straight years, he's only won 2 out of those 8, and that's not that good in my opinion.
All right. Alex? Do you have a response, or are you ready to go to the next topic?
Just a quick thing. First thing, it's 3 out of the 8 years he actually won, and especially he won 4 years with the Heat, 4 years with the 4 years with the Cavs. In his last year, with his last year, especially at the Cavs, no Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love is not like a huge player who can help as a number 2 player. And for the first one, Kevin Love injured, Kyrie Irving injured for most of it, so he hasn't had much help for at least 2 of them.
Yep, maybe Michael had a little more help, but without further ado, let's go on to our next topic. What are your guys' favorite sports?
Mine is baseball, even though the action is a little slow. It's actually very slow, but you can see people crush the ball. You don't know how far they can hit the ball, and it's amazing how strong their arms are and how far they can throw. And there's so many amazing plays that can happen. There's so many talented players in, and the playoffs are very, very exciting as well. Even though the action's slow, like you see pitchers getting sweaty and stuff, it just makes you get sweaty and makes you get nervous.
Yep, definitely tons of exciting moments in baseball. Alex, what about your favorite sport?
Well, I'm gonna go with football because one thing that I like a lot about football is you see these big time players being drafted, and they go straight into the NFL. They go straight to like having good careers, but especially for MLB, it's kind of a slow journey, and I feel like I'm constantly getting bored at like seeing these great players who are not immediately up, and these players who I don't typically know about are being traded everywhere, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? But for football, you typically know those players who are young, who are projected to be good in the future.
All right, great debates, but that will wrap it up for Camper Blastoff. We'll see you next time.